Hi there, my special friends. It's me, Melodia. Welcome to our magical bedtime adventure. I'm so happy you're here tonight. Do you know what time it is? It's story time. And oh my goodness, I have the most amazing story for you today. Tonight, we're going to meet the Clumsy Dinosaur. It's all about a girl named Cece and her dinosaur neighbor Spike. But wait till you meet Spike's cousin Dizzy. He's super clumsy but has a special secret talent that will surprise you. So grab your favorite teddy bear, snuggle up in your coziest blanket, and let your imagination get ready for adventure. Are you comfy? Perfect! Let the magic of bedtime begin. Tonight we embark on a magical tale about Cece, a spirited young girl, and her most unusual neighbor, a dinosaur named Spike. What's so extraordinary about Spike? Well, he's half Snooziosaurus and half Snorosaurus, a prehistoric roommate whose thunderous nighttime rumbles have Cece building nightly pillow fortresses just to catch some Z's. From day one, Spike and Cece clicked in that special way that only true best friends can. There's nothing quite like having someone who understands your every thought without a single word spoken. Their friendship comes with its own secret language, a farewell ritual involving high fives, low fives, and behind-the-back fives, complete with wiggles and giggles that never fail to bring smiles. A simple exchange of glances is all they need to decide their daily adventures, racing through the skate park, challenging each other to soar higher, or simply savoring ice cream side by side in comfortable silence. This particular sun-drenched morning finds Cece buzzing with excitement. Golden rays pour through her window, the sky shines perfect blue, and she swears the birds are harmonizing with her favorite Taylor Swift song. As she bounces downstairs, landing with both feet on each step with delightful thumps, she hears Spike mirroring her movements next door. When her mother appears with a gentle indoor voice, Cece, she catches Patricia, Spike's mom, saying the exact same words through the wall. Nothing could possibly dim Cece's radiant mood today. While her toast toasts, she twirls through the kitchen like a tiny dancer. When it pops up, she lavishes it with chunky strawberry jam, happily squishing berries as her knife moves in rhythm with her humming. Yummy, yummy toast for me, she sings with glee, topped with sweet strawberry. Her mother passes her a glass of vibrant watermelon juice, inspiring another impromptu melody, sweet pink juice so cool and bright, refreshing pink delight. After a hearty gulp, she swipes away her pink juice mustache with the back of her hand. Mom, can Spike and I visit the skate park today? She asks, hopping from foot to foot like a bouncy spring. Don't forget Spike's cousin is visiting. He'll need to join your adventure, her mother reminds her. Cece freezes mid-hop. The cousin had completely escaped her mind. I believe, her mother adds thoughtfully. Patricia mentioned he's an Acrosaurus. That sounds right. Though Acrosaurus meant nothing to Cece, she reasoned that any relative of Spike's must be wonderful. She danced through the house, danced while putting on her shoes, and danced all the way to Spike's front door. Just as her hand reached for the knocker, the door flung open dramatically. There stood Spike, skateboard tucked under his arm, adventure ready. They exchanged their special greeting, a double fist bump with shoulder wiggles, before Spike introduced his cousin, Dizzy. Dizzy came from the heart of the Great Smoky Mountains, a magical realm where hills roll endlessly, valleys dip deeply, and enchanted mists dance between treetops and follow the winding rivers below. With shimmering silver gray scales and a magnificent ridge of flame orange spines running down his back like a miniature mountain range, Dizzy was truly a sight to behold. His elegant tail flowed behind him across the floor like liquid silver catching the morning light. Cece reached forward with a bright smile and shook Dizzy's hand. "Do you like skateboarding?" she asked, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "Oh, he's never tried," Spike chimed in before Dizzy could answer, his voice full of brotherly knowing. Dizzy's silver gray scales caught the sunlight as he shrugged. "But it sounds like a wonderful adventure," he replied with an eager grin. "I'd really love to give it a try." Before they knew it, Spike was already bounding out the door and heading up the road, calling over his shoulder, "Come on, slowpokes, the skate park awaits." Dizzy, filled with enthusiasm, dashed after him only for his magnificent tail to catch the hallway table, sending it and everything on it into a whirlwind of chaos. Papers spiraled upward in a dizzying dance before scattering across the floor like confetti. Pins shot in every direction like tiny rockets. A lamp seemed to pause dramatically in midair as if considering its fate before tumbling down onto the carpet with a soft thud. Patricia came rushing from the kitchen, tea towels fluttering in her hands like flags of surrender. "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry," Dizzy exclaimed, his orange spines flushing a deeper shade of embarrassment as he frantically tried to gather the fallen items. In his haste to help, his flowing silver tail swept against the picture frames adorning the wall. They swayed and tilted at wild angles, looking like they might leap right off their hooks in a synchronized dance of escape. "Oops, sorry again," Dizzy called out, stretching to steady the wobbling frames. In the process, his tail seemingly was a mischievous mind of its own clipped a nearby coat stand, sending it crashing to the floor with a spectacular wallop thump. He spun in circles, overwhelmed by the growing disaster surrounding him. Patricia, however, just laughed warmly and gently ushered him toward the door. "Don't worry about it, dear. Go have fun." As Cece glanced back before closing the front door, she witnessed Dizzy's final act of accidental chaos, knocking over a potted plant in his rush to catch up with Spike. A trail of soil scattered across the floor like a miniature landslide. She bit her lip, fighting back a giggle. There was absolutely no mystery about who had created this whirlwind of disorder. Their walk to the skate park unfolded exactly as Cece had anticipated, a parade of mishaps and stumbles. If there existed anything remotely trip-worthy, a raised curbstone, an innocent street sign, a harmless litter bin, Dizzy would find it and tumble over it with impressive consistency. When he accidentally bumped the giant ice cream cone statue outside the newsagents, Spike lunged forward with dinosaur reflexes, catching it just before it crashed to the pavement. Poor Dizzy spent their entire journey apologizing profusely to Cece, to Spike, and to an assortment of inanimate objects including lamp posts and pillar boxes that seemed to leap into his path. At the skate park, Spike took the first turn with his board, demonstrating his skills with graceful swoops and confident curves. He zoomed up and down the ramps with ease, finishing with an impressive spin that made his board twirl beneath his feet like a dancing partner. Cece high-fived him enthusiastically before taking her turn. Though she didn't quite match Spike's daring speed, her performance was still impressive. All the while, Dizzy observed them intently, studying their every move, how they bent their knees at just the right moment, pushed off with one foot to build momentum, and leaned back slightly when they wanted to slow down. When his turn finally came, Dizzy approached the skateboard with determination gleaming in his eyes. Somehow defying all logic, he managed to tumble off before both feet had even touched the board. When he attempted to stand again, he tripped over the very skateboard he was trying to mount. On his third try, he actually made it onto the board at the top of a slope. What followed was a heart-stopping descent, with Dizzy letting out a sound that was half delighted laughter, half terrified shriek, ending with a spectacular collision with a tree. The impact left him so rattled that he actually turned to the tree and said, "I'm terribly sorry about that." They spent several joyful hours at the skate park, and though Dizzy showed absolutely no improvement in his skateboarding abilities, his enthusiasm never wavered. His face remained lit with a persistent smile. Eventually, Cece pulled out her small purse and carefully counted her coins, announcing with satisfaction that they had plenty for treats at the cozy cafe nestled in the corner of the park. As they made their way there, Spike thoughtfully guided them along a path with minimal obstacles for Dizzy's sake. He strategically avoided the pond area, which unfortunately meant navigating past some freshly planted flower beds. Predictably, Dizzy spotted a squirrel, became momentarily entranced by its bushy tail, and promptly tripped over a bench. The three friends found themselves on their knees, hastily replanting flowers and guessing where they might have originally been arranged. To reach the cafe, they needed to cross the river. Their options were limited. Either brave the wooden swinging bridge, Cece's favorite challenge, especially when Spike mischievously shook it, sending it swaying wildly as she crossed, or attempt the stepping stones, hopping carefully from one to the next while praying they wouldn't slip into the flowing stream below. They unanimously agreed the stepping stones seemed the safer choice for Dizzy. Yet somehow, by the time they finally reached the cafe's entrance, all three were thoroughly soaked. Dizzy had stumbled, slipped, and grabbed at his friends so many times that they'd all taken unexpected dips in the river at various points. Cece wrung out her t-shirt as best she could, grateful she'd chosen to wear dark shorts that day. From a distance, you might not even notice they were drenched. Well, if you squinted and had a vivid imagination, that is. Inside the cafe, Dizzy's legendary clumsiness continued unabated. His tail became an unwitting agent of chaos, sweeping across half the tables and chairs as he made his way to the display counter to admire the cakes. When he conscientiously tried to right one toppled chair, his tail somehow managed to knock over another in the process, creating a domino effect of tumbling furniture. "He's simply marvelous," Spike whispered to Cece with a twinkle in his eye. "But I've never encountered such an extraordinarily clumsy dinosaur in all my life." Cece stifled a giggle behind her hand. "Have you noticed how his spines flush deeper orange when he's embarrassed? I don't think anyone really minds his accidents. It's actually quite entertaining to watch." After surveying the cafe's wobbly chairs and precariously balanced displays, they collectively decided that relocating to the vast grassy meadow nearby would be the wisest choice. Safety first, after all. With a contented sigh, Cece sprawled out on the soft grass, resting her head comfortably on Dizzy's chest while her feet found a place on Spike's tummy. She tore her banana muffin into tiny morsels, tossing them skyward and catching them expertly in her mouth. Dizzy observed this remarkable skill with undisguised admiration. He glanced thoughtfully at his chocolate chip muffin, briefly contemplating attempting the same trick, but quickly reconsidered. His regular eating method was already messy enough without introducing airborne elements into the equation. The trio reclined peacefully, gazing upward at the brilliant blue canvas above. Fluffy white clouds drifted lazily overhead like cotton candy dreams, while birds soared majestically on invisible thermal currents, their wings barely moving as they glided effortlessly through the afternoon sky. A stunning butterfly, its wings a dazzling tapestry of ruby red and gleaming gold, fluttered down and delicately perched on the very tip of Spike's nose. He froze completely, his eyes crossing comically as he attempted to focus on the beautiful visitor. The three friends watched, completely enchanted, as a butterfly's wings opened and closed in a hypnotic rhythm once, twice, 3 times before it gracefully took flight again, dancing its way toward the nearby flower gardens. Dizzy, Cece ventured after a comfortable silence had settled around them. "Would you mind if I asked you something?" Dizzy, perfectly content with his arms folded behind his head in the safe stillness of the moment, assured her that he wouldn't mind at all. "Is it exhausting, being so wonderfully clumsy all the time?" Cece asked with gentle curiosity. "Tremendously," Dizzy admitted with a sigh. "I put so much effort into being careful, but it feels like the harder I try not to knock things over, the more spectacular my disasters become. Remember when you toppled the entire tent at Aunt Philly's wedding?" Spike recalled with a mischievous chuckle. Dizzy groaned dramatically, covering his face with his hands. "How could I possibly forget? But that disaster had a silver lining. That's where I discovered my special trick." Cece bolted upright, her eyes widening with interest. "Trick? What trick?" Spike gently removed Cece's feet from his stomach and sat up too, equally intrigued. "Yes. What sort of trick?" "I discovered the secret to being completely graceful," Dizzy explained simply, his expression serene. Spike gestured broadly toward the expansive meadow surrounding them. "Well, you've been accident-free out here in this wide-open space," he pointed out with a laugh. Dizzy's eyes sparkled with mysterious confidence. "Oh, I can do far better than just avoiding accidents in an empty field. Find me a good, strong length of rope, and I'll show you something truly remarkable." Cece and Spike exchanged curious glances, their imagination sparked. The three friends headed homeward together, with Cece dashing straight to her father's garage the moment they arrived. She knew he kept a substantial coil of rope stored away somewhere, all neatly wound and secured, and she desperately hoped it would be sufficient for whatever extraordinary demonstration Dizzy had in mind. In her eagerness, Cece accidentally knocked over a paint can. She laughed at herself as she cleaned up the spill with old newspapers. Perhaps Dizzy's clumsiness was contagious. When she proudly presented the rope to Dizzy, he examined it thoughtfully, tilting his head as he assessed its lengths and strengths. After careful consideration, he nodded approvingly. "Now," he announced, "we need 2 sturdy trees, both Cece and Spike immediately turned toward their adjoining backyards, where two magnificent trees reached skyward like ancient sentinels. "Will those work?" Spike asked hopefully, and Dizzy repeated his careful assessment, head tilted in concentration before nodding once more. "Yes, those trees would be perfect." Dizzy explained that the rope needed to be secured between the trees, pulled as taut and straight as possible. This required Cece to venture into her backyard and climb partway up her tree. Wrapping the rope firmly around the trunk and securing it was the tightest knot she could manage before tossing the remaining lengths over the garden fence into Spike's yard. Spike then scaled his own towering tree, duplicating the process while ensuring the rope remained perfectly taut, straight, and level. Dizzy surveyed their handiwork with an appraising eye, then reached up, grasped the rope firmly, and gradually transferred his entire weight onto it as it stretched between the two trees. Finding it sufficiently secure, he swung himself upward with surprising agility, twirling gracefully to land on his feet atop the rope. His arms extended outward for balance, his eyes gently closed in concentration. And then, the most astonishing transformation occurred. Dizzy began to walk along the tightrope they had created. He moved with such effortless grace that he might have been strolling down a wide, paved sidewalk. There was no hesitation, no wobbling, not even the slightest tremor of uncertainty. For the first time that day, Dizzy embodied perfect calm and control. He traversed the rope with fluid elegance, first toward the tree in Cece's garden, then back toward the one in Spike's. He repeated this remarkable journey several times, his eyes remaining peacefully closed, somehow instinctively sensing when he reached the end of the rope and turning with impeccable timing. Eventually, he paused above Spike's garden, opened his eyes, and flashed a brilliant smile before hopping down with ballet-like precision. Cece, unable to contain her amazement, dragged a chair to the fence, stood on it, and peered over into her best friend's garden just in time to see Spike enthusiastically high-fiving Dizzy. Absolutely incredible, she cheered, clapping her hands with delight. "How on earth do you do that?" With a gentle motion, Dizzy reached up, effortlessly lifted Cece over the fence, and set her gently on the ground beside him. Spike joined them, completing their little circle as they settled in the dappled shade at the garden's edge. Dizzy invited them to mirror his actions. He extended his arms outward at shoulder height and closed his eyes, inhaling slowly and deeply 1, 2, 3, 4, then exhaling just as slowly and completely 1, 2, 3, 4. As he repeated this rhythmic breathing, Cece and Spike joined in, their breaths gradually synchronizing into a peaceful, meditative rhythm. "When I breathe in," Dizzy explained softly, "I imagine my left foot moving forward along the rope. I visualize myself floating high, high above the world, soaring with the birds during daylight and dancing among the stars at night. I can look down and see the misty valleys far below the very valleys where I was born, where fog swirls and dances along winding rivers and streams. And as I breathe out," he continued, his voice melodic and soothing, "I picture my right foot stepping forward on the rope. I'm suspended far above the tallest trees, higher than the loftiest buildings, completely removed from the noise and chaos of everyday life. In this place, I am perfectly centered, perfectly still, and there's absolutely nothing I can bump into or knock over as long as I keep breathing slowly in and slowly out." He fell silent, a serene smile playing across his face as he opened his eyes to observe Spike and Cece. Both friends wore expressions of perfect tranquility, their faces softened with gentle smiles. Gradually, they too opened their eyes and beamed back at Dizzy with newfound understanding. "This is exactly how I fall asleep at night," Dizzy confided. "Even when I'm forced to endure this snoozer-saurus thunderous snoring and rumbling." He playfully nudged Spike in the ribs as he said this. Leaning close to Cece's ear but intentionally speaking loud enough for Spike to overhear, he whispered, "Try it tonight. Just imagine yourself walking a tightrope high above the world, and I guarantee you'll drift off to sleep in no time, even with all the racket coming from Spike's room." That evening, Cece shared Dizzy's special trick with her mother, who smiled knowingly. "That's exactly what an acrocephalus does," she explained. A light bulb moment flickered in Cece's mind. Acrosaurus sounded remarkably like acrobat. Her mother confirmed with a warm smile. "Yes, sweetie, it means heights." As Cece snuggled under her covers that night, she wondered if perhaps a tiny bit of Acrosaurus might be hiding somewhere inside her too. With her head nestled deep in her pillow, Cece closed her eyes and drew in a long, slow breath. In her mind, she lifted her left foot and placed it carefully on an invisible tightrope stretching across the twilight sky. The setting sun painted everything below in magnificent gold, birds with shimmering wings returning to nests that gleamed like treasure, trees with leaves that sparkled like precious metal. A golden stream wound its way through the landscape, pouring into a radiant pool where concentric circles rippled outward from where a glistening frog had just leaped from its golden perch. Exhaling ever so slowly, Cece moved her imaginary right foot forward along the rope. Above her, the first stars began to twinkle, silver jewels scattered across the deepening blue canvas, seeming close enough to pluck from the sky. A silent owl glided past on magnificent wings that swept through the air with hypnotic rhythm. The gentle breeze caressed her face as a majestic bird drifted gracefully from one horizon to the other, its journey unhurried and peaceful. Another deep breath in, another step forward with her left foot. This time, a golden dragonfly with gossamer wings that caught the light in rainbow prisms alighted on her fingertips. As she released her breath in a gentle stream, her gaze traveled downward to where a golden ocean stretched to infinity, its waves rising and falling in perfect harmony. Along the shoreline, golden palm trees swayed in rhythm with the tides, their fronds dancing to nature's silent melody. The thunderous snores from next door faded into nothingness as Cece floated in her magical world, a gift from the misty gray dinosaur whose silver tail seemed to connect earth and sky. Like Dizzy, she now soared above the mist-shrouded valleys of the Great Smoky Mountains. Like him, she strode confidently over vast deserts with their ever-shifting dunes. And like her remarkable friend, she gazed down upon ancient temples, winding rivers, towering mountains, and endless forests, all while balancing perfectly on an invisible thread finer than silk, stretching infinitely from one side of the dreaming world to the other. Close your eyes and join me on a magical journey as we float away to dreamland. Feel your muscles melting like ice cream on a warm day, your arms and legs becoming wonderfully heavy, All the day's wiggles and giggles are drifting away as you sink into your cozy bed, like a little bird settling into its nest. Your eyelids are getting so heavy, like they're playing a game of hide and seek with the world. Take a big dragon breath in, and slowly blow it out like you're making a wish on a dandelion. With each breath, your body becomes as soft and squishy as your favorite teddy bear. The most amazing thing about bedtime is this special secret. While your body stays snug in bed, your mind gets to go on adventures. It's like a butterfly escaping its cocoon, fluttering up, up into a rainbow sky. Your thoughts become light as bubbles, floating higher and higher, just like when you let go of a balloon at the fair. Up they drift through star sprinkles and moonbeams, until pop, your head peeks through a blanket of clouds. Oh, look around you! The clouds are dancing in silvery moonlight, some fluffy like cotton candy, others swirly like whipped cream on hot chocolate. These clouds look so pillowy soft that you could bounce on them like trampolines or make snow angels without getting cold. Why not try? Lean back and let these marshmallow clouds catch you in their gentle arms. Feel how they cuddle around you, like a warm hug from your favorite person. Some clouds look like giant cotton balls, others like wispy paintbrush strokes across the night sky canvas. Some are puffy mushroom caps, and others twist like ribbons on birthday presents. Let your whole body feel as light as a feather floating in a summer breeze. Let your thoughts drift away like boats on a lazy river. You are safe. You are peaceful. You are wrapped in the cloud cocoon of sleepy magic. With your eyes still closed tight, let your imagination soar higher than kites on a windy day. In this dreamy playground, you can visit anywhere your heart desires. Maybe you'll surf on ocean waves that sparkle like blue gemstones, or explore fairy tale castles with twisty towers and bridges over moats filled with friendly glitterfish. Or perhaps you'll wander through enchanted forests where trees whisper secrets and birds sing lullabies just for you. Breathe in starlight. Breathe out sleepiness. Breathe in magic. Breathe out the day's adventures. As you snuggle deeper into dreamland, peek through your imagination at the wonders unfolding. When I visit cloud country in my dreams, sometimes the clouds shimmer like silver spoons in moonlight. Other times they blush pink and gold, as if the stars are telling them funny jokes. What do you see in your dream clouds tonight? Perhaps fluffy sheep playing hide and seek in meadows of green velvet. Watch the mama sheep yawn big and wide before tucking her lamb babies under her woolly blanket. Or maybe you spot a friendly dragon curled up like a kitty cat, with tiny cloud puffs coming from his nose like tiny hiccups. Look, he's waving at us with his sparkly tail. What a silly, sweet dragon! Over their sleepy puppies with floppy ears and droopy eyes after a day of chasing butterflies, their papa dog, fuzzy as a dandelion, tiptoes over to kiss them goodnight with his cold, wet nose. Up here in cloud country, you are as free as a bird in springtime. You are lighter than a soap bubble, dancing on sunshine. All the heavy things from your day spilled milk, bumped knees, tricky puzzles float away like autumn leaves on a stream. Any worries that followed you to bed are getting smaller and smaller, like dots on the horizon. Those worries aren't part of you, they're just visitors who need to find their way home. Watch them drift away into the night sky, getting tinier until they're gone completely. Now you're light as a snowflake, gentle as moonbeams peeking through curtains, soft as bunny fur, peaceful as a sleeping garden. The cloud sea stretches endlessly around you, a floating kingdom of dreams. Let your sleepy eyelids close like flower petals at sunset. Feel the clouds wrap around you like the coziest blanket ever knitted. They're carrying you deeper into the land where stars sing lullabies and the moon keeps watch. Your body is melting into your mattress like warm chocolate. Your mind is floating free, light as a fairy's wing. Breathe in sweet dreams. Breathe out sleepiness. Breathe in starlight. Breathe out with a sigh. The cloud kingdom awaits with arms wide open. Surrender to their fluffy embrace. Soft as kitten paws, these magical clouds will keep you safe, will hold you tight. They'll rock you gently as you journey through your sweetest dreams. Sleep well, little dreamer. Sleep well in your cloud castle. Feel how you're floating, weightless as astronauts among stars, drifting deeper into wonderful dreams, light as a whisper, gentle as moonlight, soft as cloud pillows. Good night, sweet one. Sleep tight.
Breathe in, breathe out, like Dizzy showed us how. Close your eyes and picture walking on a cloud, high above the world, so peaceful and so still, balanced perfectly. Float away, drift away, on your tightrope in the sky. Breathe in peace, breathe out day. Let your dreams begin to fly. Silver tail and orange spines fade into night. Golden butterfly wings catch the moonlight. Cece, Spike, and Dizzy whisper from afar. Follow us to dreamland where the sleepy creatures are. Like a rope between two trees stretched across the night. Your imagination carries you to heights where clumsy doesn't matter, where you're graceful, free. Breathing slowly as you drift off to sleep. Float away, drift away, on your tightrope in the sky. Breathe in peace, breathe out day. Let your dreams begin to fly. One step left, one step right, balanced in between. Walking through the valleys where the mist is seen. Far above the world where nothing can fall down. Peaceful like the dinosaur in his cloud-filled town. Good night, little one, close your tired eyes. Journey with the dinosaurs through starlit skies. Tomorrow's an adventure waiting to unfold. Tonight just breathe and let your dreams take hold. Breathe in, breathe out. Sweet dreams.
Breathe in, breathe out, so sleepy now, my dear. Close your eyes and let your sleepy thoughts draw near. Just like Dizzy showed us on a rope of cloud, floating softly, quietly above the crowd. Float away, drift away, on your dream rope in the sky. Breathe in peace, breathe out day. Let your sleepy dreams fly. The and stars are sprinkled on your cozy bed. No more clumsy stumbles, just a gentle sway. As you breathe slowly, all the worries fade away. Float away, drift away on your dream rope in the sky. Breathe in peace, breathe out day. Let your sleepy dreams fly. Walking through the shadows where the moonbeams gleam, one soft step at a time to the land of dreams. Good night, little one. Breathe in, breathe out. Sweet dreams.
you.